uninterrupted run in history, 262 miles, and this is his new memoir entitled Ultra Marathon Man. Please say hello to Dean Karnazes, ladies and gentlemen. Where are you from, Dean?
I'm from San Francisco.
And how did this begin, your interest in really long running?
It started when I was in kindergarten, actually. I started running home from kindergarten. I felt sorry for my mom. We had a third child, so I said, Mom, you don't need to pick me up. I'll start running.
Wow. And so is there something about you physiologically that makes you a good runner? Or, I mean, are you a good machine for this?
I'm not real bright. You know, I've been told I've got good biomechanics, that my alignment is good. I don't pronate or supinate,
right.
And I just believe in that. And
what is your resting pulse?
it's about 40.
Well, that's remarkable, isn't it? That's pretty good, because I think the average resting pulse is like 70 something.
I think it's, yeah.
And when you're at your maximum stress, what is your pulse then?
It goes up to 180, 185.
Whoa, wow, so that's extremely high as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's on the high end, yeah, that's what I'm really pushing.
Yeah, and so when you're running like 262 miles, what is your time per mile in an event like that? Is it pretty impressive, or?
It varies. If I'm running up a hill, it can be 18, 19-minute miles. Last time I ran 262 miles, the last mile I ran in sub 6 minutes. It was flat, and I wanted to get to the finish line. I wanted to get the thing over with.
You've run 261 miles, and your last mile was under 6 minutes.
Yeah, I saw the finish line, and I'm over this, and so I sprinted.
Wow. And then you've also run some, in addition to the ultra marathons, you've run the traditional marathons. Have you run the New York City Marathon?
I'd like to, I haven't.
Have you run Boston?
No. I'm too slow to run there. It's like a sprint. I'm too slow for that kind of stuff.
Is that true?
I'm competitive, 2.5 hour marathoner, but that's about it. I can muscle anything quicker than that. I'm not real fast. I can just go for a long time.
When you're running like 260, how long did it take you to run 262 miles?
I ran for 75 hours.
75 hours. And how many days is 75 hours?
I ran through 3 nights without sleep. Just ran.
Without sleep.
Yeah.
And do you find yourself able to doze, like I mentioned, as you're running a little bit, or not at all?
That's a problem, yes. On this run, I woke up one time in the middle of the road, and I didn't really understand. I couldn't understand what happened, and it happened again. I realized I was asleep running. I was falling asleep, and I just kept running.
Yeah. And are there other people who do this? I mean, I would guess it's a small group of folks who are interested.
Well, there are organized 100-mile runs, and there's one that's 135 miles long. But this 200-mile run is a relay race, a 12-person relay race. It's not a single-person race. And I just asked if I could do it by myself.
Right.
There's one person.
So you competed against other actual teams, but as your own team by yourself. Wow. And how did you do with that?
I don't belittle the other teams, but I beat a couple of them.
What is it about this that you enjoy?
The pain. I like pain.
Really? And are you ever able to get to a point where the chemicals in your system have just taken you to a different place and level in your athletic pursuit? Does that happen?
It happens. You get a runner's high, as you will, and sometimes it can last for 2 or 3 weeks after a 200-mile run.
Yeah. Injuries? Have you ever been injured running?
No. Is this real wood? Because I've never been injured running. I'm either knocking something.
Yeah.
No injuries.
And what about eating during a race that's 200 miles long?
I usually carry a cell phone and a credit card, and I stop along the way. And if I'm in a remote area, I've ordered pizza before, just have it delivered to me. They bring it to you out on the road.
As you're out on the race route, they will bring you a pizza.
You tell where you're going to be and about the approximate time, and they'll deliver pizza.
It's pizza good when you're running that distance? Is it good for the body? Is it good fuel?
Calories are good. Pizza, cheesecake, especially.
Cheesecake. And how do you get a hold of cheesecake when you're out running?
I usually order dessert with the pizza.
I see. I see. What was the run through Death Valley like? That must have been unbelievably grueling. The temperature of 130 degrees.
Got to 130. At one point in my crew, I had a crew vehicle. They handed a peanut butter and jelly sandwich out the window. They kind of handed little crumbs out, and I took it. And I was trying to get enough moisture in my mouth to actually take a bite. And when I bit into it, it was toasted. I thought, why would they bring a toaster to Death Valley? I didn't realize bread was toasting. It was that hot.
Really, the ambient air was so warm the bread actually
was toasted. Yeah.
Oh my God. And the asphalt, of course, melting at 130 degrees. Your shoes would melt if you weren't careful, right?
Well, you run on the white line, and I learned that the hard way. My first pair of shoes, the soles melted off, and I replaced them and then stayed on the white line.
And was that your most physically challenging event so far?
I think the 262 miles was a little more challenging just because that third night without sleep.
Yeah.
A little psychotic. Two nights without sleep.
And the goal now, I guess, is to run 300 continual miles.
I'm going to try 300.
And are
you questioning my intelligence?
I think that was established earlier. But no, the 300 miles, are you capable of doing that?
I will see. Yeah, I don't know. That's part of the challenge. I think I can, but you never know.
Yeah, and when you're running a 300 mile, I mean, where can you have a race that's 300 miles long? I mean, here in the city, they shut down the city for the day. But a 300-mile event, you can't close up shop for like 4 or 5 days while guys stumble around. I mean, where do you go on a 300-mile run?
Well, I'll use that same, the relay, the Saturn relay, I'll use that 199-mile course. I'll just run 101 miles to the start of it by myself and then run the relay course. It's all on the road in the Bay Area.
So wait a minute, before the race begins, you actually run, how far do you run to get to the race?
I run 101 miles to the start of the race.
Does your family run at all?
My kids run. My wife runs if I'm chasing her. She's not a good runner.
Well, it's interesting. And good luck, and we'll see you again.
Thanks,